What is up, nerds? I am Woody Ball and I am back from vacation. So I went out of town for about a week, and during that time I was in California and I went to the local shops, video game shops, and today in this video I thought I'd be kind and show you what I got. So today we're going to start out something a little weak. The first item I'm going to show you, is going to be something a little on the weak side. I picked up the Yu-Gi-Oh! 25th anniversary tin. And I've heard a lot of bad things about this. In my other videos, I have opened this, but I'm looking for a specific card, and that's the Dark Magician Girl, Secret Rare, the alternate art. So hopefully she's in this one. Other than that, this is like the third tin I got. So we're starting off a little bit on the weaker side, but the quarter century 25th anniversary. So that's one thing I got. Next thing I got, I was actually surprised I saw this. I didn't think, I'm not sure if this is like a new release, but I picked up the Legendary Dragon decks. I think this is a box that comes with 3 decks. It comes with the Legendary Dragon, the Cyber Dragon deck, and the Dimensional Dragon deck. I mostly just picked it up for the spellcaster support, you know, like the Apprentice, Illusionary Magician, and all that kind of stuff. So I was actually surprised. I was at Target, you know, I was picking up some snacks and picking up all some necessities for the road. And I saw that they had this in stock, and I have never seen it before. So I decided, why not? I'll give it a shot. All right. So now we're moving on to more or less deck boxes. Same ordeal. I was at Target, and they had one more of these retro packs, and something in me told me to get it. So I went and get it, and I got it. You know, it was like the last one. I figured, why not? You know, retro packs are very popular right now. You could hardly ever find them. It's one of those things where if you're shopping at Walmart or Target, you have to get it early in the morning, because you know a lot of these people get there and they buy it. So now we're going to jump into booster boxes. Now I got 2 booster boxes, both of them relatively new. The first one I'm going to show you is one of the newer releases, is the Rage of the Abyss. Now I was at the mall when I picked this up. I was at the mall, and I was just walking around, and I know this mall, so I decided to go to one of the stores and see what they had. And funny enough, it's one of those stores where the front of the store is like a toy store. You know, you got all the kids stuff, you know, the plushies, the wooden toys, the blocks. You would not think that this store would sell card games, but they do. You gotta go all the way to the back of the store, and they sell from like White Schwartz, Vanguard, Yu-Gi-Oh, of course Magic the Gathering, and Pokemon. But it's just so funny because like in the front of the store is all like stuffed animals, toy trains, you know, model airplanes and all that kind of stuff. You would not think that this place sold card games, but they do. And I found Rage of the Abyss, and I figured, why not? I already opened one booster box, so I decided to go for it again. Maybe I'll pull another strong rare. See how it goes. Now, of course, with the new release of the Bonanza, or as I like to call it, the Legendary Collection 3, I decided to get this one. This puppy right here. I was in Fresno, California when I got this, and I heard that it just released. So I went to the nearest card shop that I could find. And yeah, lo and behold, I found it. So I'm definitely going to be doing some unpacking videos on these. I think the first one I'm going to do is the Bonanza or the Rage of the Abyss. We'll see how it goes. I'll probably open some retro packs and the tins in between. See how it goes from there. I don't know if I should open the deck box on camera, because you know it's just a bunch of decks. And we all know, as a Yu-Gi-Oh collector yourself and me, you pretty much already know what's in here, so it doesn't really matter. But that's gonna do with the cards. Now I got some video games. I'm a huge collector, as you can see behind me. I also collect video games, and so the first video game I want to show off is one of the weaker picks, is Resident Evil 6 for the PlayStation 4. Now, why did I get a copy of one of the most terrible shittier games of Resident Evil? Well, as much as I hate this game, honestly, it's pretty fun. if it wasn't a Resident Evil game, this game would be pretty fun. I would love this game, but since it's considered a Resident Evil game, a mainline Resident Evil game, it's not Resident Evil. I guess that's the only argument I can make. It's not Resident Evil to what I'm known to. But I will say that this is a fun game, especially when you play with a friend. And I convinced my friend to get a copy for himself because he's never played it. And we're gonna stream it together sometime soon. So watch out for that. Follow me on Twitch under the same username WoodyBall, and we'll see what kind of funds we have here. So that's gonna be Resident Evil 6. Now this is more of another weaker pick, but I thought it was very interesting that I found. I forgot where I was. I think I was at one of the video game stores in California. I think it's called Retro Game Store. I'll post a picture of it and you'll see. But this is a preview disc for the Nintendo GameCube. It comes with 5 playable demos, you know, Sonic, Splinter Cell, Beautiful Joe, Billy Hatcher, and it comes with a demo of Soul Calibur 2. That's the only reason why I got this, is because of Soul Calibur. And I don't know, like, to me, these demos, especially for the GameCube, are hard to find. And so when I saw it, part of me just knew, like, I had to get it. I had to get it. It was just so fun to like see. It was just so funny just to see it. I was like, whoa, like you never see this on like GameStop shelves. Because I think normally they would have these like at a kiosk. I think they did sell these probably, but you would see these like at a kiosk, like at a McDonald's or like at a GameStop. So it was very interesting to see it in person here, and I thought it was fun. You can never find these at game stores, like back when GameCube was hot and popular. But yeah, I digress. Now the last game here is a game that I've always had my eye on for a long time, and it's so funny too because I already have a copy of this game, but this this is like a different version of it, and that would be Resident Evil 3 Nemesis for the Nintendo GameCube. I already have it for the PlayStation 1, but this is the GameCube version. I think this is like the definitive version of Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, the better version compared to the remake too. I hate the remake. So the remake is terrible, and I don't know. I just figured that Resident Evil 3 Nemesis is fun. I picked this up at a game store called Stuff for Geeks. And every time I go there, this game was always on the shelf. They didn't have it like slid into the shelf. They had it like in full display with all the other GameCube games. And I already picked up Resident Evil 2 for the GameCube, so I felt like I needed to complete this. I needed to complete the Resident Evil 2 and 3, and I have 0. So no, I knew part of me had to get it. So I got it. Really cool people. They do have a website if you want to go check out their place. It's called stuffforgeeks.net, not .com. Remember that, Stuff for Geeks. And there's a Z. I'll just link it. But yeah, I went there, and they had a copy, and I wanted to pick it up. So honestly, this was my holy grail find. I was so excited when they still had this, because the last time I went there, it was there, but I wasn't really interested in it at the time. I was running on a budget. But the next time I went there, it was still there, and it was still there. It was still there, and I took that as a sign. I was like, okay, that's mine. So yeah, so these are all my finds here. So of course I got more cards than games, but I mean it's an expensive hobby to collect. So that's gonna do it for here. So the first thing I'm probably gonna open is gonna be the quarter century Bonanza. Yeah, Bonanza. And I think I'm gonna open the tin and the retro packs alongside with like the Bonanza and the Rage of the Abyss in between, so I won't take up too much of your time. So yeah, that's gonna do it here for you guys. So thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, to look at my pickups. It does really mean a lot. If you like what you see, do take the time to watch my other videos. Like and subscribe if you like what you see. And follow me on Collector, Twitter X, and Twitch. And I'll see you on the next video. See ya.